I'm going to share with you the reason why personal growth is so important and why I teach men to focus on their personal growth first before they focus on women, before they focus on relationships. And yes, you can get a woman, you can get a relationship. All that is okay. It's fine and dandy. But one thing that I want you to know is that your life has other parts. There's other parts to your life and there's other parts to you. So just you, for example, you want the women, right? That's great. I can teach you all that all day, all about women, all the great stuff, sex, attraction, all this cool stuff that you can learn anywhere. Maybe not everything, but you can learn just about anywhere, right? So that's at a 10, right? You're like, you know what? I want to get into a relationship. I got the sex, I got the attraction, I got this all down, man. I want to get into a relationship. Okay, we can get you in that relationship, man. We can hook you up. We're gonna get you up there. Fine and dandy. Let's get you in that relationship that you want. Relationship is at a 10. Now, there's still parts of your life and parts of you that we didn't address. So this is where the problem happens. When guys start trying to date women, when they get into relationships, if they're not good in other parts of their life, it will affect their relationships with women. Now you could, like I said before, you can get women, that's easy. You can get into a relationship, that's easy. But my question is, what is the quality of those relationships? What is the quality of the women that you're settling for or committing to? And you see it all the time. Let's say, for instance, the rest of this is everything that makes up you. Everything that makes up you, that makes you a man, your standards, your boundaries, your expectations, all that good stuff has been neglected because you're not worried about that. You're more worried about getting the women. You're more worried about the relationship. And this is where you guys fail. And I'm going to show you. When you get those things and you get the woman and you get into a relationship, because I'm assuming that the men that watch my stuff and the men that I coach, they're focused on building that thriving relationship. But this is where the problem happens. When you get with a woman, you're also taking on her life and her parts as well. It's not just you anymore. You got the things you wanted that you say you wanted, and now you got her. But the thing is, in what areas of her life is she lacking in? What areas does she still need to work on? And here's the thing, regardless if she's at 100%, that's amazing. If she's at 100%, that's fantastic, right? But what about you? What about you? You're not at 100%. You're lacking in certain areas of your life. You don't know who you are. You're not focused on personal growth. And since you're not focused on personal growth and you're not aware of who you are, you're not at 100%. And this is just for numbers, absolute. You're not at 100%. You're at 20% because your main focus was just her in the relationship. But now, both of you coming together, there's parts of you that are broken. And if parts of you that are broken, it's going to make it a lot harder for the relationship. It's going to make it a lot harder for her because now she has to pull your freaking weight. She has to pull your weight because you're not at 100%. She's good to go. She's ready to go. She's at 100%, but you're not. So what's the ramifications of this? And I want you guys to think of this like a bike. You got two wheels, yours is all jacked up because you're not at 100%. Other areas are, 10%, 20, whatever. It's all jacked up. She has to pull your freaking weight. And so what happens is when you guys first meet, it's all great. It's amazing. You guys are rocking and rolling, right? But once she starts to realize that there's other parts of you that are lacking and there's other parts of you that you didn't worked on, you don't know yourself, start to put you in categories like every other guy. Oh, hey, well, you know what? I guess this guy's just like every other guy. So when it comes to sex, nope, don't have to give that to him. When it comes to respect, nope, don't have to give that to him, because I'm at 100%. She's at 100%, guys. You're not. Why does she have to do these things for you? Does she have to talk to you? No. She can argue with you. She can get her way. Because you're not at 100%. When you're not at 100% and you're focusing on these things, she's realizing that, hey, he's focused on the wrong thing. He didn't even focus on himself. He's putting me, sex, all the desires that we as men have, he's putting that above him and on a pedestal. So why should I give him respect? There's no reason for her to do that. And when you put a woman on a pedestal, this is one thing I want you guys to remember. So here's my little pedestal, right? You put her on a pedestal. You got her hair and all that stuff. You put her on the pedestal, you're right here. We're gonna make you a sad face because you're like, what the fuck is going on? When you put her on a pedestal, man, you can only look up at her, and guess what? She looks down on you. Because you didn't know who you were in the beginning. You didn't focus on yourself. No personal growth. You're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about evolving. She has to carry your weight. So it's not, these things don't really matter now. You got what you wanted, but you didn't get it the way you wanted it. So my thing is, I want you to focus on yourself, your personal growth. If there's any parts of your life or any parts of you that you feel that you're lacking, that you need to improve upon, that you need to work upon, it's very important that you guys focus on those first. Now, if you're in a relationship, maybe you're married, maybe you're engaged, that's great. But you need to start showing that you're working on those other parts of the other areas of your life. Regardless of what it is, you need to start doing that shit right now. And you're not necessarily doing it for her. I don't want you to think like, oh, I'm doing everything for the one. No. It's for you. That's why I said you focus on your personal growth, because that's going to make you a better man. That's going to make you a better father. Going to make you a better husband, just a better man altogether. So just wanted to share that with you guys so you guys understand where I'm coming from, why I coach the way I coach, and why I focus on personal growth. Because if you don't have personal growth, it's going to mess a lot of things up for you in the future when it comes to getting women and getting into those relationships.